Well, anyway, at least we just saw back click up. Okay, well, he's on his way up. What was I gonna say? Oh, at least we're not dropping any frames right now. Take a look at that. Yeah, baby. Yeah, smooth stuff. Alright, we should be back up. Guys, we're gonna continue with this, okay? Yeah, BacT was on his way up to Imperial Age. You got it! Perfect! Alright, perfect. Ah, don't worry about it, man. Sorry about the delay. Ram going for, I'm not really sure what the Ram's for. Alright, so the right hand side army is getting pushed away by crossbows, and once again, team is going heavily into army. Heavily into crossbows, but he doesn't really have the numbers to fight against BacT, who is now in Imperial Age, going for careening, elite longbow as well, bracer coming up too. All he's gonna need is chemistry afterwards. And chemistry coming up, so everything, elite longbow, bracer, chemistry, careening. Vikings, if I'm not mistaken, they do get dry dock as well, although... Yeah, careening is very important. He's getting one shot over here, he's actually not getting a single crossbow, what? Can you see how inaccurate the longbows are? Actually, there's a single... Is that a body? I think it's a body, probably. Yeah, we got a single crossbow and he lost like almost all the longbows over there. Bunch of rams going forward. We have a defensive mangonel over here. However, the TC is taking so much damage from the longbows though. That is 10 range for these units. He's gonna try to snipe the mangonel, so let's take a look over here. The mangonel is going to go down. No! Very inaccurate! Take a look at that! The mangonel is pretty much full HP right now. I am not sure if I agree with this. Tim is going around trying to do some damage, but what is he gonna do? We have a defensive tower coming up here for BacT. Besides that, we already have enough space here in the TC to garrison all the villagers, so I think he should be coming back here and try to defend with the crossbows rather than, yeah, going forward and trying to be aggressive. You gotta recognize though that the longbows, they do get longer range and more mobility from the crossbows as compared to the crossbows, of course. But I am not really sure about this decision. It's true that he is not going to be able to catch up, and it's true that he is going to get outranged and kited. So bracer coming up for Tim now, who hit Imperial Age. Doesn't seem to have enough resources to go for all the upgrades that he needs. Getting sieged right here. Gonna start losing a bunch of buildings. Siege ram about to kick in, and there we go. Siege ram's already researched now for BacT, and the GG has been called. That was just a very methodical game for BacT. Played that very, very well. Team did get wrecked a little bit, but the map generation, but it's not so bad. And we are dropping frames now. Perfect. Anyway, yeah, it's not as bad as it used to be like 2 weeks ago. This is getting destroyed, man. Absolutely wrecked. GG, well played. Let's take a look at the achievements real quick. There we go. KD over 2-1 in favor of the Vietnamese player. Food, wood collection higher for BacT. Stone and gold collection higher for Tim. Feudal Castle Age faster for Tim. Imperial Age faster for BacT. Making the most out of it as well. Insta-clicking all the upgrades that he needed. That's about it. 22 extra villagers for BacT in the villager high count. Which is not what Tim ended with, of course. He started losing a couple of villagers. Anyway, let's go back now. Score is 1-0. There we go. Oh no, that is not. That is not right. Okay, there we go. 1-0. And give me a moment. We're gonna load the second game of the series. There we go. Ah, the team colors are kind of flipped around. There we go. So BacT gonna be playing Italians. Tim's gonna be playing Japanese. This is Marshland, which we have seen already yesterday. As you can see, you start in the middle island, which is the main solid ground part of the map. Then we have a bunch of small patches of land around it, surrounded by shallows and a couple of water patches. This map looks pretty good, if you ask me. I like it a lot. Then we have a thin outer ring of amphibious terrain where you can find stone. So in the middle section you have gold, outer section you have stone, outer section you also have wood, which you don't have in the middle other than some straggler trees. And yeah, in the middle you start both DCs on top of a hill. This is just a very well designed map. Some laming going on already for BacT. What is Tim gonna do? Tim cannot really do anything over there. Almost losing the scout even. Whoa, the Microman! Also taking the buffalo to block the rhino. What is that micro? Where are you coming from, man? BacT, the superstar. What is Tim gonna do now? He's gonna fall behind in the food income. There's a rhino over there still for BacT that Tim could potentially take if he wanted to, although the elevations make it very tricky to assess if this rhino is actually lameable. Nah, it's too late right now anyway. BacT is gonna go for the dog, right? Okay, he's not gonna get the rhino, he's gonna go for the dog. Or is he? No. He's gonna go for the wood. Tim is gonna be the first player to build a dock. It's gonna be right here, very close to the goal. And this is a play that we have seen a lot from these players. You go for the dock very close to the goal so that you can defend both resources with a single tower. And also, if you can get the dock up close to a pond like this, a water pond, you also get access to fish. We have 3 fish over here already. Snapper. What is this one? Tuna. 2 tunas and 1 snapper. What is the situation like for BacT? He's also got his own dock up. Same logic applies to both players. Close to the goal to defend both resources with a single tower. We have only 2 fish over here for BacT though, so that's gonna be unfortunate for him. That's gonna work in favor of Tim. It's all gonna depend as well in how both players play the fuel age, how fast they go up, if they get the fire galley out, if they can actually take advantage of the fish or not. In any case, by the time 2 of these 3 fishes runs out for Tim, he's still gonna be able to take the third one quite efficiently, while yeah, BacT is gonna have to go to a different pond, potentially this one, or maybe this one, depends. I think he's probably gonna try to go for this, although you would probably want to go away from your opponent, not towards your opponent. In any case, Tim is gonna be pretty safe because of being Japanese. Before I forget, actually we should go through the civilizations bonuses. So Tim, who's gonna be playing Japanese, he gets faster attacking infantry starting from fuel age. He gets also cheaper drop-off buildings such as the lumber camp, mining camp, and mill. You get also faster working efficiencies, 5, 10, 15, and 20% working, faster working efficiencies, depending on the age, starting from Dark Age. And they also have twice the HP and plus 2 pierce armor. As you can see, 100 HP, 6 pierce armor, as opposed to 60 HP and only 4 pierce armor. And BacT is not paying attention, come on. Almost losing the efficiency, but that villager, wait. Yeah, the villager is going to take a favorable engagement against the scout because Tim right now is not in fuel age. In fuel age, I think with the starting HP from both units, I think maybe the scout would have been able to get the villager. Still though, if we take a look at the scouting for both, BacT should have a pretty good idea of what Tim's... Oh, he doesn't know. Okay, so BacT doesn't know where Tim is taking... Yeah, where he's taking resources from. That fishing ship has gotten repaired, and if we take a look at Tim's scouting, he knows about this, of course. He doesn't know about the gold though. And yeah, that scout is going to go down. There we go. Good stuff. Tim going up to fuel age himself. We have 2 docks for BacT, who is going instantly into 2 fire galleys. But take a look at this. He's also going for land aggression. 1 tower is going to go up over here. Keep in mind, this is very, very smart gameplay from BacT. He got the dock up here, which would suggest that he was gonna take the gold from here, but instead he went to the other side. In this area, Tim did not scout. If you take a look at Tim's scouting, he doesn't know about this, so he probably thinks that probably BacT was slow to transition villagers over to gold. And because he doesn't know about this, BacT doesn't need the tower over there, and he can use the tower for aggression over here instead. And Tim is kind of blindfolded over there. He's going to realize about the tower right now. It's going to get pushed away. Fortunately for Japanese, it's not going to be very expensive to place another lumber camp if he wanted to, but at the same time he's going to lose access to the berries right now. So very, very good gameplay. Couple of villagers on the stone over there for Tim, who is going to get spotted, so we are going to see some fire ships coming this way, fire galleys. We already have 1 fire galley over there, defensive tower coming up. 1 fire galley coming out for Tim as well, so he's going to be able to defend the fishing ships and also the gold miners. But he's going to lose 1 regardless. Almost losing another one. That's going to be good enough to push all the ships away. This is exposed though. That's going to be an issue. Stone miners don't have any defenses right now. Only 1 fire galley that maybe Tim, making use of the villagers, might be able to use against these. Oh yeah, but he doesn't want to go so far away. He wants to repair the fire galley very close to the tower so that he can garrison a couple of villagers and defend with it. The situation over here for Tim is not looking very good. He's getting outnumbered. He is going to lose the fire galley over there. Now a demolition raft approaching the villagers below the tower, but he's going to scatter them all. That's going to be potentially 1, potentially 3, potentially 2. That is a good shot! And that villager is going to be 1 shot. Now Tim has lost 2. He's going to lose 3 for sure. That tower is going to go up, but the 3rd one is going to get saved just by a hair. Now the fire galleys can sit under the tower and just take it down, and it's going down so fast. Well, we have 2 defensive fire galleys coming over here from Tim. So he is gonna live another day to tell the story of how he almost loses another villager and a tower. But that was pretty solid gameplay from BacT, who is now going for a tower, defensive tower over here. Is he gonna start taking his own gold, or does he want to I think he's probably trying to deny the production from the second dock from Tim. But yeah, that was a pretty good tower. He's making use of the forward villager as well. If he goes for a tower here... oh! Dock coming up now for Tim. I don't think he can get the dock up and also get a galley out before the villager finishes building this. He needs a galley right now. He can see the villager. Why is he going for the dock over there? He can see her. Right? Yeah? Now he's not gonna be able to finish this. And over here, once again, Tim's getting pushed away from the water. And yeah, he needs to defend this, come on. BacT even bringing a couple of demolition rafts over. Oh, and getting the villager over there, I think that was accidental. The demolition rafts, they only take like 5 hits from the tower to go down, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, I think that villager just died because the demo, it blew very close to the villager, but it was not intentional. That villager did go down to a very good play from BacT though. Very good army positioning. Stone walls coming up. HP pool looking heavily in favor of the red player right now as Tim is pushing BacT finally away. So fire ships over here. We have a defensive tower, so yeah, BacT has been taking stone over here. He's completely safe as well. The only thing that could get to those villagers would be galleys with arrows. But right now the game is looking pretty good for BacT, even though he is falling behind in villager count by 1 though. And that is mostly due to the fishing ships from Tim. He's got a bunch, and BacT only has 3. Tim really needs to clean this up though. Ah, the villager is going to go down for BacT finally. That was a little bit excessive, talk about overreacting, going for a demolition raft and also targeting the villager with the fire galley. Tower war is coming up now, interesting stuff. So there's action on the water, there's action on the land, there's action everywhere. That demo, it's not worth it, man. It's not worth it pursuing that demo. He's going to lose the fire galley. That demo is going to survive with only 3 HP. Now the villager is going to repair it. We might see the dock going down for BacT, but is it gonna matter? He's getting very close to being able to click up. If he could afford a market... Oh, he already has one. I think he already has the resources to go up, actually. So I think he's probably only missing feudal age buildings, for which he doesn't have the wood right now. Yeah, he's got a market over there, but he doesn't have a blacksmith. Because he doesn't have a barracks, he cannot really go for archer ranges or stables or anything. That was a good shot. And the fishing ships are not going down. So very unfortunate. There we go, BacT is buying the wood so that he can go for the blacksmith and eventually click up. He almost has the resources. It's just very unfortunate that he doesn't have the buildings. Right now though, 6 villagers from Tim are idle, which are the fishing ships. And why is he going over here? This is completely safe. Okay, he ran out of fish over here. Now he's probably gonna lose the fishing ships to the tower. There's one here, literally 1 HP. None of those are going to go down, so this is alright. Ah, that is a beautiful pond to take fish from. This is just gorgeous. We're gonna have defensive tower coming up as well. BacT on his way to Castle Age. Tim's not gonna be able to click out just yet. But he's got a good amount of units over here. Let's see if he can get some value out of those. Almost losing one. He needs to repair both of these. The flank ships. Market coming up for Tim. Is really trying to force click that. Second tower coming up. That is a good amount of villagers getting idle right now for Tim. Who is going forward, by the way? What is the plan over here? Demolition raft? Demolition raft? Is it going to blow the other demos? Oh, that was a good shot, but it was not enough, and as you can see, the demos are taking a bunch of damage. They are getting chunked by the tower. So I would say he probably would be better off trying to target the fishing ships. Those are Italian fishing ships, so even though they are cheaper, they are not as tanky, so they should be going down. Tower coming up over here for Tim, and BacT is gonna reach Castle Age. What is Tim's reaction gonna be after that? He should be 8 villagers ahead, but he's not. Castle Age has been reached. BacT is gonna be able to go for War Galley right now, which is of course going to improve the fire galleys to fire ships, which are stronger. Yeah, he's going away right now, but many of these are super low HP. Rip. Going down, going down. That is not good value. War Galley coming up for BacT, Castle Age coming up for Tim, who is now 5 villagers ahead. But he is probably gonna lose 1 or 2 over here. He's got 4. BacT is not paying attention though, or he doesn't want to chase the villagers away. He knows the water is no safe place for land units. So yeah, he's not gonna chase anyway. The amount of fishing ships that we have for Tim right here is insane. 3 extra villagers right now. He's gonna fall behind by 2 or 3 by the time he hits Castle Age. But yeah, this is actually not that bad. Tim's holding on. He's going to lose that fire galley though. Tower coming up. I don't think the villagers are going to go down. Gold miners. There's an issue with this though. War galleys from this area, from the right hand side, they can still push the villagers away from the gold. Yeah, you see? Tower only has 8 range. The war galley has 7 range. So if you see the war galley over here, should be good enough to push the villagers away from the gold. But anyway, second TC coming up over there for the blue player. Demolition rafts. Alright. War galley coming up, so those are going to become demolition ships. This is going to become a fire ship. Let's take a look over here. That is so clutch. That is so clutch for BacT, or for Tim actually. He's going to be able to get both ships without using a single demo. Now he needs to ungarrison this, repair his boat with another villager apparently. And Tim right now has a lot of resources. He can go for pretty much anything he wants. He is behind by 4 villagers and he is all the time losing ground in the middle area. But if he could go for his own siege workshop, he might be able to do something. Right now though, he needs the wood to get the TC up. He's going for 1 over here. Alright, so we're gonna have 2 TCs for both players. Actually 3 TCs. Tim's second TC is already up over here in the south. So the third TC is coming up and he might be able to catch up in villager count, even surpass BacT's numbers. The blue player, by the way, is going around with galleys, and I really like this map. I am enjoying a lot of the games that I have been casting in this one. I'm not really sure how you feel, but it's pretty good. We have seen a lot of action all over the place. We have seen land action in this map, we have seen water action. You could say the same about every map in this tournament. But this one in particular is pretty good. I like it a lot. I also like the bog islands. This game has been very back and forth. Now, Tim has 9 idle villagers and he is 6 villagers behind. He is on 3 TCs already, but BacT is going to be on 3 TCs as well. This one's going to take a little bit longer to go up, and if we take a look at capture age unit production stats, we can see that there are 6 villagers queued up for Tim, so only 1 for BacT? Come on. 5 villagers queued up for Tim! BacT is not queuing a single villager! The villager count! The villager difference is shrinking in favor of Tim, of course. BacT is still not queuing up any villagers. He doesn't have the food. Where? Wait, he's got a... He doesn't have the food. What is he going for? He's going for the farms right now, but he was out of food for a very long time. As you can see, only 85 right now. So 5 extra villagers queued up for Tim. He's gonna get ahead massively in villager count, unless BacT can do something to change this. And you gotta owe that, all of that, to the Japanese fishing ships, with encasillage work 15% faster than regular fishing ships. Over here though, that tower should not be going up. Ever. Tim's getting pinched over here. Left hand side we have war galleys. Right hand side we have the Magnet getting both villagers with a single shot. Villager count still higher for Tim, but he is getting destroyed here on land. He's gonna have to move away. And we have seen a game like this, I think it was yesterday. I think it was the Max versus Mr. Yo. Was it? I think it was the Max versus Mr. Yo. And the Max was getting pushed harder and harder. Or was it Mr. Yo? Come on, memory, potato memory. People on YouTube are gonna remember this a lot better than me. So yeah, we certainly have more villagers for Tim, but he has 7 idle. He doesn't have any military units. He's losing the main island. BacT is going to be able to take control of this, so he can potentially go for a castle over here if he wanted to, or a TC, and just take full control of the middle. Now, Tim is ahead in villager count, but he's behind in population, and he's behind in score. Now, I don't think that the score is quite indicative right now of what we are seeing. Especially as we have 2 additional TCs coming up for Tim. The game is heavily in favor of BacT, that is true. Especially in terms of military count. Now Tim's villager advantage is going down to only 2. Oh, we're gonna start seeing villagers going down here, and yeah, there's the issue. Without any units to defend, Tim might be ahead in villager count, but he is gonna start losing vills left and right. All that BacT needs to do is he needs to roam around with the war galleys, one-shot the villager here, one-shot the villager there. Now the demolition ship coming over here, and Tim's gonna notice instantly. That's an about face. Oh no, Tim, come on. He took the 4-shot over there, losing 1 fire ship. Almost losing the other one. Actually, he might lose this one over here. Let's see. Let's see though. Let's see. Let's see. Numbers are not enough over here, and Tim's gonna lose all the fire ships. Yeah, that was a single war galley in exchange of like 3 to 4 fire ships. Now that the sea doesn't have anything to defend it. This area is domination for BacT as well. So all I can think of, Tim getting careening, that is good. All I can think of right now is for Tim to go into siege. He needs to go for rams potentially, but BacT already has the advantage here on land. He's got his own rams. He's got the mangonels as well. How many dogs do we have for the red player? We have 4 dogs completed, 5 dogs completed for Tim, while we have 5 dogs for BacT as well, but he's already with a huge advantage, 33 to 5 military count, heavily in favor of BacT. TC is going to go down now for Tim, which means that he's going to go down to only 3 TCs, and this is going to be absolutely exposed. Yeah, villagers going down now. The villager advantage is now in favor of BacT, who has a 2000 score lead right now. Guys, this has been a beautiful game, but I think we are probably just passing the point of no return right here for Tim. He's gonna try to do a couple more things. He's going for Bodkin Arrow. BacT is getting careening. So, do we have an archery range, or is he gonna try to go for galleys, war galleys? If we take a look over here, he's going heavily into war galleys, queuing up 6 war galleys right now and 3 fire ships. If he regains control of the water, he might have a little bit of a chance, but BacT right now is on 4 TCs himself. He's getting the 5th TC up. We have just lost the 4th TC for Tim, so these villagers are going to be kind of exposed. We have 17 villagers and only 10 garrison in space with the towers. Tim is going for guard towers, so he's doing all the right things. I'm just very, very dubious that he is actually gonna have a chance here. Especially if he doesn't pay attention. Come on, Tim, come on, come on! Ram Magazine over here, Ram Magazine over there, mangonels. So the fire ships and the war galleys are going to push these units away, that's for sure. But we have a demo ship over there who took a very good shot onto Tim's units. Yeah, man, Tim's army control is lackluster this game, unfortunately for him. He did not take full advantage of the numbers that he had. He lost everything. Now he's gonna lose the boats to conversions. He doesn't have anything to fight rams with. This 4th TC is getting targeted and he doesn't have anything to defend us with. He did go for an additional TC over here, so he's still not dead yet, and in any case 92 villagers is not bad at all. But yeah, Imperial Age is almost halfway there for BacT. Ballistics coming up for Tim, but the numbers, man, 50-11. Ballistics not there for Tim just yet. And there we go. That mangonel took so many shots to go down. And that's probably due to the hill advantage or the elevation over there. Or the terrain altitude, if you want to be technical. We can be technical over here. That TC is gonna stay up for the time being, but that's 10 villagers that are idle right now for Tim, 5 of which are here. This is not gonna go in favor of Tim, as we can see the HP pool advantage is there for BacT. And Tim is losing the units. Yeah, man. Yeah. Map control is absolutely there for BacT. Imperial Age is about to hit, and I believe with the Imperial Age upgrade, we are going to see the GG from Tim. Unless we don't. Okay, Tim's gonna keep trying. But what is he gonna do? He's losing villagers over here. 103 villagers. He's got a lot of gold, so he can 100% use the market for something. The question is, does he have a market? He has guard towers here defending. We still have a market for Tim, but he's going to lose it right now to 4 rams. And there we go, going down. Chemistry coming out for BacT and Cat Ram as well. So Cat Ram is gonna be enough to take all the TCs down. A panic tower has gone down, has gone up over there for Tim, but it's going to go down eventually. The tower is not gonna deal enough damage to those ships yet, and the GG has been called. That is going to be 2-0 in favor of the Vietnamese player. So let's take a quick look at the achievements as usual, and then we're gonna take a look at the third game. KV 9-6 or 3-2. Eco is a little bit all over the board, but yeah, the resources that BacT collected more of, he collected a lot more of. But that was not the case for Tim. Faster uptimes all over the board as well. Keep in mind that Italians get cheaper age upgrades. And it was just a very well played game. I do believe that Tim did have his own chance, but it was a very entertaining game. I really enjoyed it. I think it probably dragged on a little bit too much, but still, it's alright, it's alright. Now let's fix this. There we go. Guys, we're gonna jump into the next one. Give me just a moment. Full aggressive BacT, yes. And let me restart the bot as well, because right now it's not taking entries for the 3 months of Woolly Platinum. Alright. We should be able now. There we go. Guys, entries are open once again. Sorry about that. So game number 3 is right here. There we go. Welcome everyone. Game number 3 is gonna be... Actually the colors are flipped over. Let's see. Alright, Tim is red now, once again. Okay, perfect. Malay versus Malians. This is Water Nomad. So pretty much like Nomad, except that you have the amphibious terrain, right? You start with the villagers, you start with enough resources to go for a dock and a TC. And yeah, that is exactly what allows these players to scout with fishing ships. Also, there's a lot of water buffaloes here, so that is also why if you take a look at the combined line of sight for both players, probably just like 2 to 3 minutes they're gonna have like 100% of the map explored. Which is pretty important for map control eventually, starting Castle Age. If we take a look at Team Scouting, he doesn't know about this, but he has lost a water buffalo here. He has lost a water buffalo here, so he's gotta realize that BacT is somewhere around here. And BacT, on the other hand, knows about the dock. He has lost a water buffalo here, and he's gonna lose this one soon. So he's gonna realize that Tim is over here. Anyway, Malay versus Malians. What does this signify? Well, Malay are a water civilization, they are a naval civilization. They get 30% cheaper elephants, they get 33% cheaper fish traps that provide unlimited food. They also get 80% faster uptimes, which is a bonus that I usually forget about when I am playing Malay myself, and then my build orders screw up. get affected badly. But yeah, Tim's gonna find BacT over there. That was very lucky though. That Buffalo did not convert until it was directly under the TC, so right now Tim has a pretty solid idea. Oh come on, that is Gaia. Tim has a pretty solid idea of where BacT is. BacT on the other hand? Come on. The TC, there we go. Yeah, he still has not found the TC, but he has found the dock. He's scouting quite handily the right hand side though. So yeah, he's gonna find him eventually. For Malians on the other hand, they get +1 bonus pierce armor in the barracks units per H starting in fuel H. They get free gold mining, and buildings are 15% cheaper for them, while the building wood cost is 15% less for them. PLH coming out for BacT, incredibly fast. Extra villagers right now for Tim, only 2 though. PLH coming out for him, 6 minutes and 25 uptime for BacT. What the hell is this? Doesn't even need to take the buffaloes. He's got so many, but he is just taking advantage of fishing right now. He's going for another dock up, and I think this is going to be the 3rd one. Indeed, we have 3 docks over there for BacT, who is up super fast. Man, Tim doesn't have a single... Dude. Yeah, this is not looking very good for red. Tim has a single dock. He's not in fuel H just yet. BacT is on 3 docks. He's gonna produce Demolition Raft and the Fire Galley. Demolition Raft is going to be so good against either fishing ships or villagers. If he can get a good demo hit onto these gold miners, I think it might as well just be GG. But let's see, Tim's gonna realize about this. Yeah, Mole, they have a team bonus, which is twice the line of sight on docks. So yeah, Tim already knows about this. He knows about the demo, the incoming demo. Very good, it's better than an outpost at this point. With such fragile ecos, BacT just cannot produce from all 3 docks at the same time, but it's still going to be a very nice advantage. Now let's take a look over here. The TC doesn't have any villagers inside, and Tim is not paying attention. He's not paying attention. He's going to lose villagers over here. We have only 1 villager going down. 3 villagers getting chunked by for 50% of their HP. And over here, this has been already walled, so he knows what. Yeah, he knows what the plan is right now for BacT. He's been playing really well today. I agree. You mean today as in today live games, or today as in these recorded games? Oh no, the villager is getting stuck. For once the ship's big hitbox is actually working in their favor. More demolition rafts going forward, but those are going to get spotted. I am very interested to see what Tim does though. He is behind by 2 villagers, he has lost 1 to a demolition raft, but he's got a couple of units over here. In any case, it seems like he's gonna idle some of BacT's fishing ships at the very least. But BacT over here, with 3 fire ships or fire galleys, 1 demolition raft. That demo can be deadly here, man. Come on. Use it. He's paying attention over here. He's trying to move the fishing ships away. He's also paying attention over here. There's just a lot going on right now for both players. Hiding the demo raft over there just a little bit. Fishing ships are going to go down. Yes. Tim might have a little bit of a chance, that is if he stops getting housed. Right now he's 4 villagers behind. Now the demo raft is going to go down to a demo from Tim. At least that is going to get rid of the potential danger of getting his villagers blown up. Unit production right now for both players. We have 2 fire galleys coming up for red. 1 fire galley and 1 demo coming up for BacT. Yeah, BacT certainly has the edge right now. 6 fire ships as opposed to only 3 right now from Tim. Soon to be 5. And afterwards, soon to be 7. Over here, Tim is pushing the fishing ships away from BacT. He's doing a very good job of raiding and keeping BacT's fishing ships away or idled. But that's about it. That's about it. Still the villager advantage is right there for BacT. Let's see what goes down. Oh no, he's targeting the mill. This is in favor of Tim. Villager count only 1 higher for BacT right now. Things have stabilized a little bit. We don't have any raiding going on the left hand side by BacT. We don't have any raiding going on the right hand side by Tim. Let's take a look over here. Potentially good engagement coming up. Oh, all the fishing ships are going to go down, but now, yeah, he's gonna have to engage. The numbers here are looking in favor of Tim, for sure. Demo. Tim's not paying attention. I'm gonna take. That was underwhelming. He was able to snipe the demo before it got well positioned to do a lot of damage. Anyway, this dock at this point is going to push all the units out. But Tim is getting back into it. He's 2 villagers ahead. 3 villagers ahead right now. Military count 9 to 8 in favor of Tim. BacT about to hit Castle Age though. And War Galley is going to be very good for BacT. Resources are not looking good for Tim at all. If he was saving up to go up to Castle Age, if he was saving enough stone to go for a castle and get Thalassocracy, then maybe he might have a chance. But he's now just taking a huge shot over there. A bunch of those fire galleys are very, very low HP. The amount of water buffaloes that we have here for Tim is actually intimidating. 18. And they don't mind, look, they are getting harvested here, or they are getting killed in front of their peers, and they don't care. They are like, okay, I'm gonna wait for my turn. Fire ships now out for BacT. And Tim is trying to do something with the 2 demos and the 2 fire galleys that he has, but is gonna be able to. If he blows, if he uses 1 demolition raft to get the palisade wall weak, then he uses the fire galleys to get it down, and then he uses the other demo to blow a couple of villagers. He might be able to get a good engagement over there, but so far BacT is dominating. With war galleys and demolition ships, it's gonna be very hard for Tim to fight this in Fuel Age. And the resource count, it doesn't look anywhere near what it should be right now for a melee player in a water map. Yeah, now both demos are going to go down without taking a single villager, and that is a huge loss of resources for Tim. Let's see, let's see, let's see. That demo is going to blow villagers up. One villager is going to go down. Another villager is going to be left with very low HP. Now we have a bunch of demo rafts over here for Tim, who is just now barely trying to survive. The resources once again are not there. He doesn't have enough. Those demolition rafts are all three going to go down to a single demolition ship, and Tim, he knows. He knows, and that was a very, very, very convincing victory for BacT, getting the series 3-0. Complete destruction for the Vietnamese player. Absolutely fantastic gameplay. So we're gonna take a look at the achievements right now, and we are gonna jump into the Viper versus Doubt. I hope you are as hyped for that as I am. Now let's see. That is 43 KD. Eco stats much better for BacT except for stone collected. Yeah, Tim, without going up to Castle Age, he was really hard pressed to do anything. Villager height too higher for Tim. Of course, not really that big if many of those are idled or constantly threatened by ships. But anyway, GG. Good stuff.